What is an overlay? When you overlay, you cover the surface of something with a coating. Therefore, a gel nail overlay is a coating of the nail with a gel nail product. And today, we'll be talking about the top mistakes in a gel nail overlay. Let's begin. Hey there and welcome back, and if you are new here, greetings. My name is Paola of paolaponcenails.com, and in this channel we talk about all things premium soft gel and solopreneurship in the nail industry. If this sounds like a niche you'd like to consider exploring, then at the end of this video, do consider subscribing. Mistake number 1 in a gel nail overlay: using the same viscosity gel for all of your nail surfaces. If the nails are short, you'll need a thinner viscosity gel so that the nails don't look too bulky after 4 layers of gel and maybe even some nail art. If the nails are a bit longer, you will need a thicker viscosity overlay gel. Exactly how viscous, again, just dependent on the length of nails or the system of gels that you are using. And for longer natural nail extensions, base gel plus a soft builder gel will enhance the look and feel of the natural nails by giving them a natural pinch for an elegant, slender look. And those natural nails will be super strong too once there is a C curve incorporated into them. If you're using soft potted gel systems, say Japanese gel, for short nails, you generally will only need a base gel to overlay those short nails and a base and builder gel combo for the gel application on longer length nails. Mistake number 2 in a gel nail overlay: making the nails look too thick. Will thick gel nails last longer than thin gel applications? Absolutely, but it is not a pretty look always. A structured gel overlay will most certainly give you both a supported application and also a pretty and balanced one. Use the correct thickness gel as mentioned in mistake number 1 for the best appealing structure. Standard application of a structured gel overlay means all of your structure is concentrated in the center of the nail and thin at the sidewalls, free edge, and cuticle area. The apex of the nail should not pass the smile line. If it does, just a little bit. Otherwise, the nail will begin flexing and lifting from the cuticle area because of the added stress on the free edge. Mistake number 3 in a gel nail overlay: leaving an uneven surface behind. Whether you're removing fully or blending a bit of leftover gel onto the nail, and regardless of soak off or Efile removal, you must file the surface of the nail smooth. Now, if you're dealing with natural ridges on the nail or a client that has some of these, do not file the natural nails smooth, as this will create damage to the natural nail. Instead, what I recommend you do is brush on a thin to medium viscosity gel on the nails and then file this layer smooth to get rid of ridges on the natural nail. I've done this before on a previous video, so just click the card above to watch. With that being said, this is the same principle if you leave any gel product behind after removal. You must flush it flat to the natural nail or make it even with a smooth surface. This is especially important because gels that have self-leveling properties will want to seep into any peaks or valleys of an uneven product left on the nail, causing you to end up with an uneven gel nail overlay. So if the foundation is uneven, the rest of your application will be also. Mistake number 4 in a gel nail overlay: removing the gel product with an Efile in a patchy way. When using an Efile to remove or reduce gel nail product, whether you go vertical or horizontal is not as important, rather than whether you are removing a long versus short strokes. Long strokes are absolutely necessary to remove products down flat and fast, because this is going to allow you to restructure an apex. It also helps you reduce the risk of friction heat on the nail bed. Remember, as we learned in mistake number 3, we absolutely do not want to leave an uneven surface before moving on to self-leveling and structuring our gel nail overlay. Mistake number 5 in a gel nail overlay: adding structure to nails that are already naturally structured. chances are the majority of your clients will not have long nail beds with beautiful C curves. But when you do encounter a client with these types of nail beds, do not further structure the nail. Simply brush on a thin or medium viscosity gel, depending on the length of the free edge, before moving on to your color. Mistake number 6 in a gel nail overlay. Leaving long nails flat, as in simply polishing your base gel on. Now, contrary to mistake number 5, when working on flat nails, you will have to give those nails a structured gel overlay unless they're very short and they don't need that additional structural support, or your client simply does not like the look of it and she doesn't need it. Caution: if her nails are longer, you must recommend a structured application because those nails can bend back or simply flex and rip. Adding structure to the nail gives the natural nail strength, and soft gel tends to naturally cure in a C curve as well. To give flat nails an apex, apply a wet layer of gel and drop a thick bead of gel in the entire center of the nail. Keep it there, do not let it flow on the side walls, including the cuticle area. Remember, we want thin side walls, thin free edge, and a thin cuticle area. For really short nails, even dropping just the second coat of gel on a wet gel is enough to give it a structure, meaning you don't necessarily have to drop a bead of gel and try to self-level that. If you just apply a second layer of gel on that wet layer, it should self-level just fine. And remember, as we discussed in mistake number 1, you'll want to work with a thin to medium viscosity gel when working on short nails. So do not worry about making the nails too bulky, as the gel itself will only make those gel nails so thick because of its thin to medium viscosity property. Mistake number 7 in a gel nail overlay: not removing the excess from the brush when adjusting the structure of the nail. So once you have dropped a dollop of gel onto the body of the nail, you need to keep it in control. You probably have seen many techs flip the hand over or the finger over, I do that often, in order to keep the bulk of the product in the center, reinforcing the application. But very often you will need the brush to adjust the application, or if you are dealing with mobility issues with yourself or your client. Many people in this case grab a liner brush to do so, and I even was trained to do so as well. But here's the thing, and the reason why I don't do it so much anymore. Anytime you are grabbing and putting down a tool, whether it be a brush, a dusting brush, a drawing brush, anything, I found that you increase your service time because you are essentially training to stop, drop, pick up a tool, and continue. And these are disruptions and interruptions in your service. So what you want to do instead is to simply remove the excess of gel on your brush, your flat or your oval brush, by scraping it on the sides of the jar. This also makes the brush flat, allowing you to use the point in your brush to correct the surface without the need to stop, drop, and pick up a new tool. I know that sounds like a whole song in itself. And these are the top mistakes in gel nail overlay that I find nail techs make. Let me know in the comments below which are you guilty of. Check out the description box below for any free resources or current active promo codes on some of my favorite products. Thank you for joining me this week, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.